Hey family, this is Dr. Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the sacred art of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. This conversation is going to be about constipation in regards to what is currently being done for individuals who are experiencing constipation when they go to the medical Western world versus the alternative world, which is where I reside. So, this recently just happened. I am working with a client right now who is a best-selling author. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. She's amazing, but she is under a great deal of stress and pressure. Over the last 3 years, she's gone through a divorce. She doesn't have any children, but she's gone through a divorce. Her diet has shifted from loving and nourishing food to like survival based food, emotionally charged food, like heavy amounts of anything that's packaged, anything that's store bought, like anything that comes in a styrofoam or plastic container. That has been like her get down for the last 3 years. Plenty of cheese, plenty of dairy, plenty of caffeine. So her whole entire body went from a gentle, easy, normal flow with normal bowel movements 1 to 2 times a day, depending on the solid foods that you are eating. She is now having a bowel movement once a week. Severe constipation, when she does have a bowel movement, it's a very, very little bit that is moving down out of the pipeline. It had started to come through her skin, the toxins, the scent. So she had a very intense odor. Her tongue was coated with a white coating. Her hair has started shedding. Her skin started going kind of like the best way that I could say would be like a grayish tint to her skin. A lot of brain fog, a lot of distension, bloating. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. She does have a very large fibroid sitting in her womb space. So there's a lot of unresolved emotional stuff that's present. So I just want to give you the background of like how this amazing soul is moving through this world. So she goes to the doctor runs all these tests, and they're like, yeah, nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. And she's like, yeah, I'm constipated. I literally can smell my bowels. So they went back and forth. They did a colonoscopy for her and on her and through her. Of course, they couldn't get through because she is filled to the rim. But they didn't tell her that. They told her that there's nothing wrong with you. We didn't need to get back there. Like, you're good. Don't worry about it. So that went on for about 6 months, 6 months. She's in pain, and now it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. And then she runs into me. We do the Zyto scan so I can get an understanding of her energy, frequency, and vibration of all of your organs and organ systems. And I was mortified at what the system kicked back out. I immediately took her downstairs and started the colonic session. I'm like, love, your organs are like slowly diminishing. Like, and I said slowly, but I was a little nervous. I was like, whoa, this woman is toxic city. So I let her know prior to getting her on the table that it's not going to be easy. It may hurt a little bit. You might be uncomfortable. I'm going to do my best to make sure that I hold you in the highest of light possible. And the most important thing is this: at any moment in this process, if you want to stop, I will stop. I will not push you. I would not, because I can only imagine how you feel right now. I can only imagine the pain that you're in. So she gets on the table, we start the session, and I start breaking up stuff. It took me about an hour before she started releasing anything of substance. So I worked on her for about 2 hours. I just so happened to not have anybody after me, thank God. I think because she needed the extra hour. So we're breaking up stuff. She goes into the restroom after the colonic, and you can just hear her dropping things in the toilet. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so like sorry that you had not been assisted up until this point. This woman has been in this position for like 9 months, yo. 9 months? Girl, bye. If I don't have a bowel movement in not even 24 hours, if I don't have a bowel movement in 6 and I'm eating something ain't right, I stop. 9 months? So she's just dropping stuff in the toilet, and she comes out and she's dragging. So I let her rest. So to speed it up, she's had about 4 sessions with me already. Her color has come back. Her hair has come back. Her nails have started growing. She had this funky rash that she came in with. The rash is gone. And the fibroid is not bothering her so much. She said before it used to be very painful. She said now I don't really feel a lot of pain. She said it's still there, but the pain is not there. So she goes to her doctor. I don't remember why she goes to the doctor. She comes back with a prescription at her next appointment. And she mentions it. She's like, yeah, Mo, I got a prescription. A prescription for what? Why do you have a prescription? She's like, oh, my doctor gave me a prescription for my constipation. To unconstipate you or constipate you. She's like, oh, it's to help me to not be constipated, but I didn't buy it because it was too much. Well, what did they recommend and how much was it? She said the pharmacist called her back and said, yeah, your invoice is $500 for Linzess, which is a 30-day supply of a prescription laxative for $500. My signature program is $444. It comes with 3 colon therapy sessions, 3 infrared sauna sessions, herbs for the whole 21 days, along with education on how you got here, how to correct it, how to continue to maintain it so that you don't ever come back to this space again. And the only thing that you're getting is a 30-day supply of a chemical substance with no instructions, no directions, no support, no education, no change in diet. You are only walking out with the prescription for $500. And that's what they're doing to everyone who is constipated. My client looked at me and I looked at her and I said, I'm grateful you're here. And she said, me too, Mo. It's interesting when you're in a position to help someone and you don't, especially with their health. It's very interesting. Anywho, she said that if she didn't know me, she would have did it. That's even more alarming. So I say all this to say you have options, loved ones. You have so many options. The investment is worth it. Take a moment to understand and educate yourself on what your body needs because it is available. So my name is Dr. Mo with Moya Body Care, MOYA bodycare.com, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the sacred art of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. Until then, stay hydrated.